So Aime Leon Dore and New Balance, they've been redefining sneakers collaborations since 2019. And now they're back with something entirely new. So the RC56 isn't just another colorway of an existing sneakers, but rather a brand new silhouette co-designed from the ground up. Alright, so we've got the RC56 here, so I'm going to go through a few of their differences. Even though they are the same shoes but in different colors, there are actually a few things that are different on there. Also, before I go into the material, just a little bit around the controversy. So I think a few people on Reddit pointed out that they probably have quite a lot of stock left over. It seems like a lot of people who entered the raffle actually got it, and then there were a lot of stock left over as well. Even on a website, after the raffle's over, you can still buy these, and people reckon that they just slapped on the sold out just to create this artificial demand. Definitely don't buy the secondhand price right now, because on StockX and on Reddit, they're pretty much going for quadruple the price. So I've seen some for 600 all the way up to £1,000 for these. Definitely wouldn't recommend anyone picking these up for £1,000. It's definitely not worth that amount of money, but I'm going to go through some of the difference between them. So as I said, even though they're the same shoes but in different colors, there's actually some differences. So let's talk about the navy first. So all the way along the top here, it's all perforated leather, so it's got holes in them for breathability. And then down the side here, these are all mesh fabric. Whereas on the pristine colorway, it's the other way around. This part is mesh fabric, and then down here is the perforated leather. So the combination of the two fabrics makes it a lot more breathable. Now, I'm not sure why they decided to make them switch around in terms of the fabric composition, but aesthetically, it does change the look quite dramatically. I think these are kind of wearable for a lot of different outfits because of the mesh upper. It does look a lot cleaner and got a relatively minimalistic look and feel to them. Whereas on the navy colorway, because of the holes on the leather, definitely looks a lot more casual and athleisure kind of aesthetics. So they would go a lot better with things like a hoodie or just your casual wear in general. So beyond the material difference on the leather and the mesh, it's also got this leather / nylon strip right down the middle of the shoes. And then I also really like the curvature of these shoes as well. So a lot of modern sneakers, there are a lot of straight lines in them at the moment, and I just really like the aesthetics of these. It just reminds me of the 90s era sneakers. And the co-branding is also subtle yet present. So we've got the New Balance logo as standard on both sides. And then on the tongue, it's also got the New Balance and the Aime Leon Dore logo. And then around the back, it's also got the ALD Quest. And then on the inside, got the standard ALD and New Balance combined logo. So obviously they come in a few different colors. So we've got the pristine, and we've also got the navy, and then there's also the neon gray as well. So I really love the pristine color. I initially wasn't going to buy these because they look so similar to my 990s. I ended up entering the raffle again because I got some money back from a previous purchase. So I thought, you know what, I might as well just enter the competition in case I didn't get the navy, but I ended up getting both of them, obviously. I just really like the minimalism of these ones. I also really like green and white. It's got a combination as well, but on these ones, I think the green is a lot sharper than what's on my 990s before. Yeah, I just think these are a lot more versatile and can probably go with a lot of different outfits. So whereas on the navy, the two different colors, they contrast very dramatically, but the yellow, I actually really love this color. Whereas on neon and gray, I think the neon is just a little bit too much to my liking. Now they did do a campaign for these before the launch. I think it was kind of weird. Don't get me wrong, it was a joy to watch from a cinematography perspective, but the fit and the lookbook images were kind of weird. So we've got this bloke that's just sitting on a horse, and you've got a plate of potatoes as well. It's definitely quirky for sure. I don't think it did these shoes justice. It didn't really give me much of an inspiration on different outfits and what to wear with them. I think that would have been a lot better, and probably would have got a lot better reception on these when they were doing the campaign. Now, another thing I really like about these is the pricing. Kind of got a bit of a love-hate relationship with ALD at the moment, so I really love their design and the aesthetics that they've got going on, but I absolutely hate their pricing structure. So especially on their collaboration items as well. I mean, they were charging £10,000 for a £3,000 coffee machine. That's more than triple its RRP for what's essentially a paint job, and I just think it's daylight robbery. However, with these, they have just gone for a very reasonable RRP for a pair of New Balance. So these are 150 quid, which is pretty much middle of the pack for a pair of New Balance. And when you compare that to the clothing range that comes with this pair of sneakers, you know, we're talking £220 for a pair of shorts, £325 for a tracksuit jacket, and another £300 for some tracksuit bottoms. You can buy both of these sneakers for less than the price of a tracksuit. It just seems crazy to me that they're charging that much money for their clothes. It just doesn't make sense. I would just buy something from New Balance instead, because their clothes are way more affordable than the stuff from Aime Leon Dore. And then lastly, I just want to talk about their packaging, because I do think they need to upgrade their packaging, because this is all that it came in. So the box literally just sat there like this, rattling about, you know, and it came from New York by DHL. I've had a lot of bad experiences from DHL in general. So the last pair of shoes I got from ALD was the Timberland ALD through Lug, and yeah, the box just came completely wrecked. And yeah, I was just really annoyed about it, because obviously the packaging is kind of what you're paying for as well when you're buying sneakers at this sort of price range. You know, you want it to be a good unboxing experience, and unfortunately with the shipping packaging that ALD sends you, it's just absolutely terrible. And hopefully for any one of you who have bought these sneakers, yours didn't come battered like last time I ordered something from ALD. Alright, so this is what the RC56 looked like on the feet. So you can see with the pristine colorways, they just look a lot more wearable. The color goes really well with a lot of different items you might have already in your wardrobe. Definitely a pair that is a lot more versatile than the navy. So this is not a hickey, by the way. I got a rash burn from jiu-jitsu. But yeah, with the pristine colors, I think the colorways, it just looks a lot more cleaner, can go with more outfits. So if you're thinking of picking something up, then I think these are the ones to go if you don't already have a pair of white sneakers. And I don't know if you can see, but on the tip, they've used a little bit more of a shiny material, and it just adds a little bit more to the look and feel of these sneakers. And then this is what the navy one looks like on the feet. Yeah, definitely a lot bolder, a lot sharper, and it's kind of more of a statement piece than the ones in the pristine. I'll probably go for a darker outfit as opposed to a lighter color t-shirt. So maybe with a knit like this one instead. In terms of it on the feet, I would probably compare them more to the 550s if I was to compare them to any. The 550s, they are a little bit more true to size. I do find that New Balance in general, they run a little bit larger. So these are a size 10.5, US 10.5. They fit well. I wouldn't say they're too tight. I'm normally a size 10.5 anyway for New Balance. The other New Balance that I've got, they do have a little bit more space, and these ones, they just run more true to size than your average New Balance. So depending on how you like shoes, you might want to go up half a size on these, but I think true to size is more than enough. So if you've got a pair of 550s, go for the same size as your 550s. Otherwise, size up half if you want something that is a little bit more loose fit. And then in terms of the difference between them when you're wearing it, if I show you the navy first, you can see the lining, the material is a lot smoother when I was wearing these. Not that my feet were sliding around or anything like that, but it just feels softer because of the fabric on the inside here. Whereas on the pristine colorway, green material, it's got a mesh feeling to it. It grips onto your foot a little bit better than the navy colorway. However, having said that, having worn these around the house for the last day or so, they are both very comfortable, and yeah, definitely recommend picking them up if and when they become available again. So that's my review of the new Aime Leon Dore RC56. So should you buy, consider, or avoid these? Well, I think If you haven't got anything like these, then obviously you should just go ahead and buy these. However, I do think they are worth considering, even if you've got something like these already, because these are completely new silhouettes that's been designed from ALD and New Balance together from the ground up. So they are quite a unique pair of sneakers, definitely worth something adding to your wardrobe. All right, thanks for watching, guys. And if you are interested in watching 10 versatile spring summer outfit ideas, then you can click on this video here. Otherwise, thanks for watching as always, and catch you next time.